Before the town had fully woken, before the road could turn to gold, the hill still wore a pale blue color beneath the chill of morning air. High above the roofs and fences, white sails turned in quiet grace, as early light came drifting softly over fields still dressed in dew. We climbed the hill where wind kept moving, following the break of day, past the grass and past the narrow path, past the well we used to know. In this unusual little town, every small and silent thing seems to understand the rhythm of a life that moves so slow. Inside a tower worn by weather, aged hands worked on without pause. Dust of flour lay on the beams, marking time that slipped away. One would check the ropes with care, one would wipe the window clear, one would listen to the grain, while the sails above them turned through the sunlight and the rain. On the hill where winds keep circling, past the meadows soft and wide, past the road and golden barley, past the fields on every side. In this town so strange and gentle, old dreams quietly grow on, leaving space for tender wonder to remain and linger still. At dusk the hill turned warm like amber, as the sails crossed fading light. A strip of orange cloth beside a home glowed softly in the breeze. Windows filled with evening warmth, yards below grew still and calm. We walked home through gentle twilight, past the porch lights, past old rooms, past the things that held us close. In this quiet, distant town, even hearts that once were warm can still feel a kind of softness in a slow and tender world. Down below, the village stirred awake while the sails kept turning on. A flower cart stood by the roadside, silver in the morning glow. Old windows held a golden light, doors opened one by one, and every little home below rose gently with the dawn. We walked past the bakery, past the lines of hanging cloth, past the roads that always led us back to where we felt at home. In this town of quiet wonder, every little thing seems to know there is comfort in a life lived under turning patient sails. Inside rooms of of wood and flower. Aged hands continued on. One swept dust from window ledges, one set water on to warm, one wrapped bread in linen cloth, one smile beside the fire, and a ribbon bright with color caught the sunlight on fresh loaves. In this peaceful hidden town, old dreams still have their place, leaving room for simple kindness and for gentle, restful sleep. As the day dissolved to amber, lights appeared in every home. Wind moved softly through the town, flowers settled into stillness. We returned through quiet evening, past the firelight, past the glass, past the silence. After rainfall, we returned through quiet evening, past the firelight, past the glass, past the silence. After rainfall. We return through quiet evening, past the firelight, past the glass, past the silence. After rainfall. In this town so calm and slow, even weary aging hearts still believe in quiet mercy, in a world that gently turns.
Before the town had fully woken, before the road could turn to gold, the hill still wore a pale blue color. Beneath the chill of morning air, high above the roofs and fences, white sails turned in quiet grace, as early light came drifting softly over fields still dressed in dew. We climbed the hill where wind kept moving, following the break of day, past the grass and past the narrow path, past the well we used to know. In this unusual little town, every small and silent thing seems to understand the rhythm of a life that moves so slow. Inside a tower warmed by weather, aged hands worked on without pause. Dust of flower lay on the beams, marking time that slipped away. One would check the ropes with care, one would wipe the window clear, one would listen to the grain while the sails above them turned through the sunlight and the rain. On the hill where winds keep circling, past the meadows soft and wide, past the road and golden barley, past the fields on every side. In this town so strange and gentle, old
leaving space for tender wonder to remain and linger still. At dusk the hill turned warm like amber
as the sails crossed fading light.
A strip of orange cloth beside a home glowed
Softly in the breeze,
windows filled with evening warmth, yards below grew